So here we're going to go over a really useful exercise to help familiarize ourselves with a particular key on a particular string. In this case, we'll be going up and down the D string in the key of two flats. It's B flat and E flat. It's either B flat major, or in this case, I'm about to go through this Chanson Triste by Tchaikovsky in G minor. Shares a key signature with B flat. So here's the exercise. I'll play through it a little bit, and then we'll talk about it. So I've gone through every position, first through seventh, shifting through slurs. So I'm sort of building a bridge from one position to the next. Also, I can hear my way from one note to the next. I've just played the note I'll be shifting to, yeah? So you could even throw that in there. Play the note you're shifting to right before you shift to it. That's another version of this. There's many versions of this. The order in which you go over the notes is not really important as much as that all the notes are gone over, that they're in tune, that you know what they are. So, then you also kind of clean up what you're doing with the bow. There's many different ways I could bow this. I could do separate bows. I could slur in the way that I am. I can repeat some things, not others. Make sure it's sort of organized. We don't want to be sort of going through this in this way. Like running out of bow, we can't hear the shift. Figure out how it sort of breaks down based on the way you're doing it, the speed that you're playing it. Figure out a bowing that works, that you understand what the bowing is. Maybe as a warm-up for this, I might just play up and down in as few positions as possible the notes that I intend to cover. Okay, so in this case, I'll go all the way up to an F. But I'll do it in first, fourth, and seventh position. Kind of mapping out the whole steps and half steps, hearing the scale that we're playing. It's really a key signature more than it is a scale. Then when I get into doing the exercise, I really want to make sure that I know which position I'm moving to, what the notes are, what the fingering is before I go there. So even in the scale, for instance, I could do something like this. I'll say each note before I make a move to even play it, because I want this guiding this, not the other way around. I don't want to be fishing around for notes that I'm listening for, that I don't know where they are, I just know how they sound. That's not what we want. So I'll say D, E flat, before I even move a finger, F, G, A. Now if my other fingers are ready to go, fine, they can be hovering above, but I won't put them down until I know and I've said the note that I'll be playing, B flat. You can have this conversation with yourself in your head as you're playing through the exercise. Going to E flat, F and G. Going to second position, F, G, and A. It's whole step, whole step. I don't need to change the shape of my hand. It's already in that position. Okay, I just played F, G, and A. The next position will be G, A, and B flat. I'll have to change up the hand position a little bit. That'll be whole step, half step, 1, 3, 4. The point is that I'm sort of methodically going over these positions and I'm linking them with slurs, and I'm imprinting what all the notes I have available in each given position. You know, it's less important that you're in 4th position, you're in 5th position, 6th. What matters is that when your first finger is on A, there's a half step and then a whole step, and that'll be 1, 2, 4 in this position. Let's see. Using guide notes can be very valuable here. In this case, we have many open string notes available in this key. So even in I can check out if my G is in tune. I can check out if my A is in tune. Can tune a C, I can tune a D to the harmonic. Harmonic should sound the same when it's down or when it's being played as a harmonic. Those kinds of things to check in. And finally, we can do this across the string and play 6 notes at a time perhaps in a given key. It's not always straight across the string. In some cases we have to jump back a half step or something like this. For instance, in 4th position here in this key. A and E flat are not directly across from each other, so playing those 6 notes in order helps us understand the entire position, as we might actually need to know it in the piece that we'll be playing. Let me play a little bit of this chanson triste. This will give you an idea of how useful this is, this exercise, and I will have done this on the A string too before practicing this. So here's our piece. Just in that 2 phrases, I've gone through many different positions on both strings. I would have missed almost all of those positions if I'd have simply warmed up playing a G minor scale, for instance. Position on the A string, and that was it. Now, of course, this can be adapted to any key signature on any string. This handle largo here, we've all probably heard before. Has us in G major in the same positions for the most part, so before practicing this I'll go up and down in G major in the same fashion. Shifting on another finger is also an option. I can shift on the higher finger or the second, the middle finger, yes? So here's shifting on the higher finger. Right? Here's shifting on the middle finger of the position. So it kind of stretches the brain a little bit, allows us to think shifting from one position to the next on any of the three fingers we're covering in each position, and anticipating what those notes are before we shift to the position. That way, when we see a piece, even if it's already got fingerings in it, in a certain key, these aren't sort of brand new hand positions that we maybe haven't seen for weeks in this key. Whereas just going over the scale, odds are not going to cover most of the positions that you'll need. So this is really a good way to familiarize ourselves with a certain key signature in the range that we need to know it for the piece that we're about to work on.